the nigga would pay, she get the same. It's a damn shame, cause now she fucking everybody. Lollipop straight sucking on dick like it's a hobby. You can see it in her face, she screaming, God got me. Good girl gone, just a pretty face and a body. That's why I think I better let it go. Gotta let it go. Don't give a fuck about these hoes. I'm feeling better though. Ever since I had to let her know, I gotta let it go. Don't give a fuck about these hoes. I'm feeling better though. Ever since I had to let her know, I think I better let it go. Gotta let it go. Don't give a fuck about these hoes. I'm feeling better though. Ever since I had to let her know, I gotta let it go. Don't give a fuck about these hoes. I'm feeling better though. Ever since I let you know.
Say what's good, what's good?
What's good with ya?
Think so?
Yeah.
What's good?
What's good?
Chat today. I want you guys to call me in. I want you to just get in on the conversation.
See, she tried to dress like me. It's my birthday, so they let you know.
Happy birthday,
From what? From what? What was he defending himself from? Tell me that. Some of you motherfuckers think this is a joke.
This ain't no game. For real.
They straight, they think this is a fucking joke.
We with you, baby. We with
They want him back in Ferguson. I can't get nobody back.
We love you.
RIP to the ones we lost.
They wrong. Y'all know y'all wrong.
Hands up, hands
Y'all
up. No justice, no peace.
Anybody out here don't think so? I don't give a.
Does anybody care for the pain of the mothers? Does anybody care for the tears that be running down their cheeks? Cause they baby just got killed in these streets by the people that's supposed to protect and serve, but that's not what they do. They rather point and shoot and fix the situation after your soul is levitating. Man, I'm hating the world that I'm living in. It's full of sin, full of darkness. Where is the light? They supposed to be the ones read us our rights, but how can they when they not even doing right? All they wanna do is take a life. But we wrong if we stand and fight. Man, I can't stand in sight of the government. Babies dying, mamas crying, criminals getting off, and they love me. R.P. to Mike Brown. Trayvon, got my hoodie on, ready to get my snack on, cause I'm a renegade and I'm not afraid to say what's on my mind. Any given time of day, cause Lord knows they could've did it in a better way, but they chose a different route and they thought it could bullet before they let them come out. Now you know what you was doing before you even did it, and you know you should pray for the crimes that you committed, and you know you was wrong, but your ass still did it. And I pray for the innocent, and I pray that they souls was heaven sent. And I pray for the parents that's caring for their loved ones, cause I know they on their knees and they cannot breathe. So I pray to you, Lord, help us, please.
Why they gotta lie? Why they gotta die? I'm on the corner screaming why like that. Wasn't she ever get a child like that? Why did she never get a child like that? I can't breathe. No, I can't breathe. Said I can't breathe. No, I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
Nah, looking over my shoulder. I didn't do anything wrong, that's what I told you. You don't listen to the ground, yeah, you just fold them. Cause we seem to be at the bottom of this here totem. Don't matter the age, man, your rage, man, and your fear, man. Get the best of you, man. And yeah, I'm talking to the man, cause I want y'all to understand. No longer puppets here, man. Cause all this dying can't be in the plan. This dying can't be in the plan. Got blood in the streets, it's a shame. Can we stop it? Sheesh. Influenced by way of living, say it will make you a beast. But talking about selling poison ain't the way to breach. These young minds, they spending time living lies. Say that it can get you money, yeah, your future looking bright. But remember, quick money always comes with a price. Sooner or later, that price will be realized. Follow the Lord and your path will be realized.
Follow the Lord and your path will be realized. Young minds and spending time living life. Follow the Lord and your path will be realized.
I have a dream. One day, this nation will rise up, build
Yeah.
the true meaning of the street. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal.
R.P. to Trayvon, R.P. to Mike Brown, R.P. to everybody who ain't getting no love before this died down. Civilians are getting killed, homie. The law committing crimes now. Soon we all gonna be in trouble. It's only a matter of time now. So if anybody's saying I'm wrong, tell them zip it up as if they fly down. Got me nervous even when I drive home. Just because I'm black, I'm getting shot down. Speaking to them in the wrong tone, things get escalated, raising eyebrows. You're recording because you got your phone on. No indictment, but you might get 5 rounds. That's real. Man, I told you that I'm fed up. Gotta tell my homies, try and keep your head up. Everybody out here always getting set up. Will it ever let up? Cause even if you put your hands up and you say you give it, man, you might get with it. They ain't even thinking about using their handcuffs, and it's true. And I can't go blame every cop, but if we don't do something now, all this crime will never stop. Protest at the protest over those who protect us, yet shoot and kill and arrest us. You commit crimes, you best stuck. Hey, I seen both the good and the evil. I met great men who wear badges, love protecting their people. I've seen civilians kill others because finances ain't equal. Both sides have got to change. I pray that my message can reach you.
Why they gotta lie? Why they gotta die? I'm on the corner screaming why like this? Why this shit never got a child like this? Why this shit never got a child like this? I can't breathe. No, I can't breathe. Said I can't breathe. No, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Why they gotta lie? Why they gotta die? I'm on the corner screaming why like this? Why this shit never got a child like this? Why this shit never got a child like this? I can't breathe. No, I can't breathe. Said I can't breathe. No, I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
Oh, sorry about that, guys. Welcome to WTMH Radio, Spotlight of Columbus. And again, this is Patrice. And I have my engineer son on the
Yeah, yes. How y'all doing today? This is William Ryan.
Yeah, he's doing engineering and everything today. So we are actually going to go over. Well, we do have a guest. He's running late today, but he'll be here. One of the best designers here in Columbus, I think. And we're not even going to bring him up until he gets here, though.
Right.
But I actually, William, was just on my Facebook page.
All right.
And I had actually put on the Breakfast Club when Monique was on there, and she was talking to Mr. Leonard when she was
Charlamagne, aka Charlamagne the God.
Yes. Now the situation that and I understand everybody has their their opinions and everything, but if you're going to have an opinion, make sure in this opinion, an opinion that actually is worth something.
Right.
I had somewhat like. Her whole meaning with the way she was talking. For one, she didn't want to use any kind of different, that she wanted to talk to him with his name.
Right.
Pretty much.
Right.
And what she was trying to get to.
Drop the facade.
Yeah, drop the facade. It wasn't about comedy or if she was funny at this time because she wasn't trying to be.
Mm-hmm.
Her point in what she was talking about with Netflix is that it's an equality thing and how she's trying to make sure that there's justice as far as how women are paid compared to men,
right?
And not just women, but us as a minority have been fighting for that, that equality forever. Mm-hmm. And actually, we're fighting for it again now.
Still doing it.
Yeah. So her outrage, and I think she handled it very well, was the fact that she wanted to make sure that Netflix got it that they can't keep doing this and think it's okay because it is affecting the equality of a Black woman.
Okay.
And if they're getting paid the right way or getting paid fairly the way they should be. For somebody to come on my page and say that she's stupid for saying the things that she says, I think
Spotlight of Columbus.
Yeah, no. Well, actually, this is my page, and I think I put it on Spotlight of Columbus too. But what they said is she sounds stupid. She ain't even funny as she thinks she is. They called her a legend because she's been around for a while, not because she's funny at all times or whatever he's saying. She wasn't the star of At Almost Christmas. Nobody's gonna boycott Netflix for her. I mean, she just pretty much went. I mean, he just went in on her. I mean, but my thing is, if you're going to state an opinion, state facts. Why is it that you feel like she's stupid?
True.
What is it about? For one, yes, she is funny, but she's gone into more serious roles now with, which I think she's been excellent in.
Right.
And it wasn't even about the fact that she was trying to be funny. This wasn't a funny subject. This was something she was trying to get over and talk about. And again, everybody does have their opinions, but if you're going to have an opinion, have something to back up that opinion. Saying she's stupid, why is it stupid? And going on that she's the only reason she's a legend and she's this and she's that. Mm-hmm. You're still not coming to the fact on why it is that, that she's stupid for talking about equality. The whole reason she brought up the situation with Leonard's mother is because she was saying, what you call your mother a jackass,
a donkey of the day.
Yeah, a donkey of the day, a jackass. When she fought for equality, and for him to even be on a show like he is now, because she fought for those rights.
Right.
To me, to even have a comment like that is stupid, especially if you don't have anything to back it up. Right. I'm not going to put any names out there because they know who they are. They know what they put on the page. But I just feel like validity. If you're going to say something, make sure you have something substantial to say on the page if you're going to bring that up, because I think that was a stupid.
No, don't say. Let's not say stupid.
Well, I'm just
we're not going to stoop
to
that one. We're going to say it was very ignorant, because let's just use because let's break that ignorant down. It is not knowing. If you don't understand something, you will be ignorant to the fact of the facts in which she spoke on. To that individual, I do think you need to do your research, because it's been more than just Wanda Sykes and her. It's actually been multiple Black women that they have actually brought into that and didn't pay as much as they thought they should be paid.
They should have been paid, exactly.
So with that being said, I commend Monique for that, because a lot of people, and this is one reason why I commend her as well, because she spoke on Wanda Sykes when they told her that when she had heard that Wanda Sykes actually has the same manager as Chris Rock and Chappelle, and then still being paid less than. With that being said, Wanda didn't want to be the first one to say anything. She said, I understand that completely, because the backlash or the blackball of it all. And I commend Monique on that, because she has been blackballed
and
now.
She stood up.
Just because,
she stood up for what should have been said a long time ago.
And she's backed it up with facts every single time. And receipts. She has video of when they had spoke on her being a difficult person to work with. With that being said, I seen the videos. I seen multiple videos of them stating like she's an amazing person to be around. She always hugs people. She always brings light into the room.
Yeah, she's real.
She's actually genuine. Brought facts each and every time that she has spoke on the miscomings of everyone else versus her word and everyone else's word on that. So I definitely commend Monique for that. I look up to her because she has definitely stepped out and become that renegade against it.
Right. And that's the thing. And a lot of, women, and especially of our color, have been afraid to come out because they're scared they're going to get boycotted because, oh, my God, I spoke out and everything. So when you give comments like that, that's the reason a lot of our Black women, have not brought up the situation and thing. It has nothing to do with relevance. It has a significant amount of, I would say, energy that she puts in it on the equality of a Black woman and what she and where she should be, even in the entertainment part of this.
Definitely.
And I have a call coming in. I'm just going to go ahead and bring it in there. Give me 1 second.
That one? Who is that?
Hi, Roy. You're live on Spotlight of Columbus. How can I help you today? Okay, we missed this call. Never
mind. Is that
mind.
Pops?
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to Pops. What's good with you?
Yeah. Hi, Miss Copeland. Miss Copeland's watching.
All right. So with
anyway,
that being said as well,
yeah.
with that being said as well, we're going to end that.
Yeah, because that kind of took me back. But
let's go. Yeah. Let's talk about the $7 million $700 million that Black Panther has put in 2 weekends. For 2 weekends, that is amazing. Yes, definitely. The black dollar does count, and it shows it in everything. Like the ratings and everything. That is amazing. To only actually, they said that they started off with $2 million as the budget on this project and have blown past all expectations.
Blown it away, and people are going 2, 3, 4 different times just to see this movie because of how good. Yeah. I'm going with John T. Reese here soon.
Yeah,
we were supposed to really get into it. But on another note, we have a lot of stuff that's getting ready to come going on in Columbus, Ohio. Definitely. I know. Yeah, have you heard about the 90s event that's coming?
Yep, the 90s party.
Yes, I can't wait to see that.
I'm in there. I can't wait.
And what else do we have? It's the 90s party.
There is a poetry slam as well. There's actually a few of them this month. I know I missed a few in Ohio, in Columbus, but there's one that will actually be coming up March 1st. Shout out to Poetry Lounge on that one as well, because I didn't honestly think that we had a lot of poetry slams here, because I looked on the YouTube. I would go on YouTube, on Facebook and everything like that, and I would listen and watch through there, not knowing that we had our own lane as well. So that is a big thing that will be coming up, and I will be there reporting live for Spotlight of Columbus.
Yay! I'm so happy. I'm so glad to hear that. I'm so glad to hear. Go ahead.
Last night, Bars Meets Beats. It was a great turnout. It was amazing. Amazing opportunity. Shout out to OPZ. Shout out to Hot Hands, and shout out to Diggy for actually bringing the actual event to everyone and all the new artists. There are some great artists that actually are out, and I'm telling you, for the next, actually they're going to be doing it once a month. I think people should turn up, and artists, if you are very serious about your music, that is one way that you can get that spotlighted. Or you could just come to Spotlight of Columbus, send your music, and that email address is.
I asked you if you had it, and
See? See, we slipping again.
Yeah, we slipped today.
All right.
But my thing is, any kind of opinions that you have, and anything you want to talk about on the radio, anything you want to bring on to the radio. It's not even just about the email address. It's about the phone number too. You can always call. That number is 614-781-0754. Again, you are always welcome to be a part of the Spotlight of Columbus. Yeah, I mean, I love to hear from you guys. I thought we
it's always good conversation.
Yeah,
always good conversation.
Always.
We look forward to hearing from you guys. We like the opinions and everything. We see that you watch every week, every single week. I'm shocked because when we first did this, we were actually a little nervous because this was a new platform for us. We're used to, going out into the city, but being in this one spot, it actually brought a sense of security when you guys actually, contributed to the conversations, actually called in, sent in music as well. We do appreciate that. That is one thing that we are grateful for every single week. Actually, my mom had spoke to me earlier this week and said we need to start doing a little bit more on our page. So that is what you will be seeing every week, every single week. If it's not going to be me, it will be my mother, Patrice, actually letting you guys know of the actual the guest stars. And I'm just going to call them guest stars because they are stars here in Columbus, for real, and in Ohio in general.
Stars, artists, I mean, everybody. I mean, like I said, I mean, we all have our little, you know, our circles that we run with and everything like that. And we have people that we know, people that we, you know, have the talent.
Right.
Have them call in, have them come in. And actually, I finally got a response back from Scrape. He hadn't even got to hear the show. So when I told him, I asked him, did you hear the show? We played your music. He was like, and he did a shout out to you, to me. Man. He said he definitely was going to be on the show, you know, very, very, very soon, which I was so happy to hear that from him. But I mean, he's one of the ones that's very, very talented here in Columbus, Ohio.
And been working on it for a long time. Been doing a lot of big things.
And always good at what he's doing. He's one of the ones that's very, very good at his craft. I have to commend him always. And then another person that I'm going to try to get in here is Ro, the comedian. Hey, yes, he is awesome. And I talk about him, you know, a lot too. He was just asking me the other day, like, Patrice, I haven't got to see anything that we're doing that, you know, you've done with me. Mm-hmm. And I was like, you know what? You are totally right. And I got to get that taken care of with him because, I mean, we do have so much information as far as with him as well and what he's doing. And we've actually done an interview with him before. So we got to keep that going.
Definitely. We got to get him in here now.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we definitely did an interview for him. How long ago was that? Like about a year and a half ago?
That was when he was, that is when he, look, and we got another call again. Let's see who this is. Let's see. And actually they're calling on this phone. Mr. Roy Carpenter, how are you? Can you hear me? I don't think he can hear me. Can you hear me?
Have him call the station.
Okay, so what I'm going to have you do, Mr. Carpenter, is call the station. That's 614-781-0754. Let's hear from you. Your son is up here saying he called the station. Call the station. Call the station. Yes, please. I keep going out of my live every time somebody calls in. Every time somebody calls in, we lose a live.
So what I've been actually looking for is actual new artists to actually put on here.
Okay.
I know we had Prophecy up here.
Oh my God.
I seen Prophecy too. I definitely just seen him.
Where'd you see him
at Walmart. I seen him at Walmart. It was one of them late night. I had to go grab something to make, and he was at the grocery store.
Really?
Yeah, he was at the grocery store.
Yeah, he got to eat too. Got to eat too. So with that being said, you know, he's going to be at the Arnold Classic, and that's this weekend coming up, correct?
That is this weekend.
Yeah, I can't wait because he has all kind of music that he's doing. He has gotten so many great opportunities. And he's one of the ones, you know, I think that, I mean, there's no limit for him. Mm-hmm. No limit at all for him. And that's why another one that I'm just so very proud of as far as, you know, what he's doing. Mm-hmm. I see you got that music in the background. Got that music in the background.
I definitely had to have it in the background on that one because this is one of my favorite ones.
Yeah.
We just gonna let this play real quick though. We'll be right back, y'all.
Yeah, 513, born and raised, Cincinnati, paved the way, Christ Hospital, second month, frost stamp on that seventh day, God bless that firstborn, always stepping out for more, always reaching out for more, so let's see what's in store for this northern slave, and get the gap that God gave, now use it through life's rays, or the light in them dark caves, thank God that he saves, thank God that he paid, grooves right down on the ground for the ones who hearing the sound, where's the bass that's in the cap, real music, that's where it's at, Columbus said this, got my back, so I sit back. Here recline, but God's picture, perfect sign. Yeah, fam, no filter needed. One of a kind. Instagram on the list, not completed. Keep rolling, no struggle lane. Some say I'm insane. Some say I'm a bit lame to rap where there's so much pain. For the cities, for the state, Midwest, God is great. Don't know what you missing until it's too late. Ohio. On the state that says hi. In between both double O's. Midwest, respect the flow. Midwest, respect the flow. Ohio. On the state that says hi. In between both double O's. Midwest, respect the flow. Midwest, respect the flow. Ohio. No disrespect to that West Coast, that down south, or that East line, but the Midwest is just fine. Why you forgetting the plan? I'ma come up with a plan. Make you remember that God be blessing us even when someone's returning the winners. Gotta laugh through them growing years. Had to work through those many tears. As the life circle gets smaller, problems and issues get taller. That's okay, you keep going on. Growing up and rolling on. Ohio is where it's at. 1803 founding facts. Lift me up, Lord, with your grace. Lift me up so I can see your face. Give me faith that can be replaced. Show the light so I can win this race. Yo, where all God's people at? Faith, true supporters. Real music is not distorted. Matter of fact, it's what you ordered. Here's a dose of what you need. Everything minus the greed. Now all of us can proceed to go serve my G.O.D. And I'll be the first one on the list, cause my name is Prophecy. Real music is in the building. Yes, we do it properly.
We gon' make you say it. Now everyone who comes around, go ahead and just replay it. We gon' make you say it. Now everyone who comes around, go ahead and just replay it.
God's good and you can't deny. God's good and you can't deny. God's good and you know that's right. In between both buffaloes, let's go. Ohio. On the state that says high, in between both buffaloes, Midwest respect the flow, Ohio. On the state that says high, in between both buffaloes, Midwest respect the flow, Ohio.
She come with me.
Let's say it like this. No way. Ain't no way the devil can. Let's say it like this. No way. Ain't no way the devil can. Yeah, he tells me I ain't worth the penny. Maybe that's why no one will defend me. Many hate, few and very few are really friendly. What's that devil gonna get the Henny? Or the other bottle with tonic. Pressure in my brain, maybe that's why Pops is an alcoholic. So I gotta go up, be a man, get down, speak up on the summer, so we'll never ever be up on it. When all the hyper country accent, all the hypocrites and all the smart actors who just a little red, get together, formulate a plot, thinking God's not hearing it. Come on, man, not a little bit. That's when I know the devil's a word. Cause I know what this many people can hit from the church or feel where your man's at. But can't pray cause when you look, it's nothing but nuts or his hands at. See, when I walked, it was the nice, then it's up to Christ. Saying that he paid the price. Then I saw the light, it was shining bright, single candlestick, dark room, man, with the candlelight. But I keep on writing till I bring life. Keep the pen and pad, that's the only other way, right? Keep the bigger picture in sight. Wrap the fingers all around till your whole hand to the sight. See, the devil thought he had a plan, yeah. See, the devil thought he had my hand, got him through every which way to a fake promised land that he never made with him, he stepping sick of sand, yeah. See, it's never okay to be in the same place, cause you never will wait. Then it's too late to try to replace what's already been placed. That's why you gotta turn around, stand up and say, turn that on night. 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 Let's say it like this. No way. Ain't no way the devil can. Let's say it like this. No way. Ain't no way the devil can. Say right. Now I'm about to take it up to another level. Tell the truth, the whole truth about the devil. He's the first one to spread lies, break ties, first one to make a mother cry. Why? I don't know why, but I do know that God saved me. Had me follow that long, straight and never ever since I was a baby. The devil tried to persuade me, drove me crazy. Stop loving God, boy, cause you couldn't pay me. Oh, now I'm about to tell her like it is, and the parents and the kids get the same type of message. No question, see the devil hates positivity. Drink it all up, call your lemonade, leave you empty. Now here's a new way. Okay, then tell the devil no way. Jose, you gotta educate your mind all the time, otherwise you'll be the blind man sitting in the movie. Only a percent of y'all will get it. Only a percent of y'all will be with it. Are you with it? Does the devil come up with your head and he ain't stopping? I told you before, hit your body, leave you rocking. Leave you in the manhole. It's so dark you can see the DDs and the gorillas of the Congo. That's why you can't listen though. But some of y'all I don't want to hear it. See, the devil thought he had a plan. Yeah. See, the devil thought he had my hand. Got me through every which way to a fake promised land. Baby never made with him. He stepped and sink of sand. Yeah. See, it's never okay to be in the same place, cause you never awake. Then it's too late to try to replace what's already been placed. That's why you gotta turn the back, stand up and say, turn them on night. 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 Let's say it like this. No way, no way, no way, no way, no way, no way. Ain't no way you never come. Let's say it like this. No way, no way, no way, no way, no way, no way. Ain't no way the devil coming with the same lie.
At WTMH Radio. And again, that was Prophecy with the Ohio song and
Tone Monai.
Tone Monai.
Yes,
which
that is
means
that mean I forget what it means.
No way.
No
that's
way.
What it was
no
about.
Way.
Yeah, that's the Chinese version of no way because he's not dealing with it anymore. Period. That's pretty much what that's saying.
Definitely.
I love that song.
Hey,
so
that's
now
really
I just talked to our guest who said he will be here in the next 10 minutes. So while we're waiting on him, what I'm getting ready to do and what we're getting ready to put on the show, or actually I'm getting ready to pull it up here so we can actually play it on the show, is Taylor's music, Mr. Reggie Taylor. And Reggie, I talked to Rico. He said he hadn't heard from you in a minute since you was here, but he's been hearing like some good music from you as well. So you're out there, whether you know it or not. Everybody's listening to you. Everybody has it. And who else do we have on here? I see Terry again, Tanya, Miss Pace. Hey, Jesse. Jesse is a regular.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Jesse is definitely a regular that we see her on the page. So I'm gonna pull up everybody on here, and I really appreciate all you guys listening, tuning in. Again, you are welcome to call in at any time and join the conversation. 614-781-0754. You see, we're definitely Marvel comic fans.
Definitely. There's not even a question.
That's the one.
But
we want to hear what you have to say as far as music. Mr. Lang, I don't know if you're listening to the show or not, but you definitely can give us your opinion as far as what we talked about before, as far as Miss Monique, because I see, you did say you wanted the number. I sent it out there to you, and you sound very passionate. So we're definitely willing to listen. If you got something to say.
Everybody has
but
the
please make
option.
sure it's an actual opinion, please.
Facts only.
Yeah, please.
Not
facts,
alternative facts. We need
not
facts.
Not that you want to vent about how she's not relevant. And this,
why
do
you say that?
Actual facts on why you feel that her feelings are not legitimate feelings. That's what I would say. That's what we want to hear about today. Sounds good.
That sounds great. That was very nicely
awesome.
put. That was very nicely put.
Awesome. Okay, so tell us about some of the people that you're working with, Ryan. I know you got a couple of the guys besides Meech, because I know that's the first one you want to put out.
There is another great producer. His name is Jay Green. That I'm actually working with producing wise, because
that's good.
Man, between him and Meech, or him and Peasy, I'm gonna tell you their collab music is phenomenal. you already know Peace, he has a certain quality and sound that I always go for. Mm-hmm. And I think with Jay Green, he brings like that the tempo that I look for in every song. So I think with that, he will definitely be on my collab album.
With you like the R&B,
definitely,
and just any kind of, but you like just something different and off the charts.
I can't listen to radio anymore. I can't listen to our regular radio anymore.
Oh, no.
You remember when you were in the car, you was like, I'm turning on the radio. I was like, can we try something just a little bit different, please?
Yeah, I do.
Let me just play my playlist real quick, and then if you don't like it, you can, we can go right back to it. But you made me that way.
Yeah, because I wanted you to have a variety. I wanted you not just to be just on just rap or just anything. I want you to have the rap. I wanted you to have the R&B. I'm good with it. We're back in the pop. Rock. Back in the 80s.
Yeah.
You know me, I'm still an 80s baby. Again. Yes.
You remember you used to wake us up to that when you got up in the morning?
I cleaned to that song. I used to, y'all knew when that song came on, it was time to clean. You remember?
Yeah.
Guys be like, oh my gosh, you getting ready to make us clean. We gotta go. We gotta go. And I'm like, no, it's cleaning day.
Yeah. I tried to skirt out every weekend right before Sunday.
It was more than just Sunday.
No, it was
my cleaning music, but it was worth it.
It was Saturday, Sunday.
We had just our house was just immaculate.
Listen, it was, but every week it was different every morning, every Saturday and Sunday morning. Mm-hmm. I wasn't ready for it every Saturday and Sunday morning.
You get kind of low when we talk about cleaning.
I know, because I like cleaning.
You can't get low.
It's just the process of cleaning. I love cleaning because actually I just cleaned my room.
You can't get low just because
I think I'm the only person that likes washing and folding their clothes because it shows me how much clothes I have now. And I'm finding all different outfits to fit with others. I don't understand why you did that to me.
Because that's what you need. No one wants to dirty man.
No.
I know. Yeah. Your mama did that. Your mama did that. But on that note, anybody, because we've been talking about this too, that wants to send their music to us so we can actually have it on the show, listen to it, play it. You can send that music to SLC WTMH Radio at yahoo.com.
Yes.
Again, that's SLC WTMH Radio at yahoo.com.
Because I look forward to it. I look for music. Like I can't listen to the radio no more, y'all. I can't. It's just not a part of my everyday affair. I can't. Like I love, and make it so bad, my uncle City is a part of the radio. And I listen to him, but after that, it's just like I can't do it. I respect it. I respect the hustle, but it's too many good artists in the United States and in the world in general, actually, that don't get enough spins or enough play.
But they also got to want to have it too. They got to want to do it. They got, you know what I'm saying? That's just like now we are giving people the opportunity to get their music out there, listen to their music, call in, join the conversation. The only way, this is the best time and the best way to do this.
That is true. That is correct. You got to be consistent too. And I look forward to hearing music. I definitely look forward to hearing everyone's music. Oh, that's what I forgot to tell you. Columbus, the Columbus Arts Museum is going to be throwing, or they have a program where the artists can actually put their music or put their art in a contest, and then they actually display the art, and you can go on and vote for the artist and everything like that. And then that art is actually displayed on in the Columbus Arts Museum.
But you know I gotta put you on. We got Miss Cheney. About time. You hear every morning. You might as well be on here and let everybody see who it is I say every morning. Every Monday You might as well let everybody see you one of our fan
who
base.
This is. Let me see.
Look, she says she's in the dark.
Hey.
That's Ryan.
How you doing, sweetheart? How you doing?
When I have who?
Reggie.
Okay.
Reggie.
Yeah, I know. He's coming in. He's coming in June, and he's doing some good stuff. And you gotta hear his music. I'm gonna send it to you.
She wasn't playing. She was not playing.
I know. That's what I'm saying. And he's gonna be here in June. Well, you know he's watching right now, so I know he's happy to hear from you.
He definitely loving that.
Yeah, he's watching. Reggie, you hear it? It's Jesse. Well, when he comes, I'll definitely make you got to call in so you can talk to him. That's even better. Yeah, that's even better. So you gonna? I mean, what you? Get him. Okay. I said that's even better. So, but you still need to call to support because we're gonna be playing his music and everything when he's here. Hold on, Jess. Hello. Oh crap! We lost her. Hey. The address here is 6230, right? Yeah. Yeah. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna give it to you here. It's gonna be on the second floor. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to you. Hold on. I want to make sure I'm giving you the right address. Oh, crap. It's not bringing it up. The address here. What's the address here? I forgot it again. Okay, give me 1 second, hon. Because it's right there in between the movie theaters. Give me 1 second. I got it. Okay, so that's not even coming up. Oh my God. Okay, hon. It's 6230 Bush Boulevard, Suite 218. Mm-hmm. And we're right here. We waiting on you. All right. Bye. Look, there he is right there. Hey. It's doing it again?
Yeah. What's good with you, man?
Hi.
How you been, Playboy?
Can you play the music? Is it letting you play music?
It's letting us play something.
Yeah, go into the music until we can get it taken care of.
Yeah. Nah, me, Jay. What it do, look. I know we've been talking about kicking it, no need to play, girl. You know you the shit with it, prepping your meals, got a plan and you stick with it, girl. You look good in them jeans with the rips in the time. It's like money, be careful with spending it. I just wanna limit it, Benjamin, so I can cop you that Lexus. You wish to get more than enough bread to pay your tuition with. We met on your birthday, it might have been Thursday, my first time at Niles. You got what I want, ain't no reason to stand. I've been stuck in denial. Put that junk in the trunk when you jump in that truck and you chuckle and smile. I need more than some rum to forget about them buns, girl. Is you from Ohio? Don't know why I hesitated in the first place. Cooper's Hawk when you get off if I don't work late. Cause I'm a type of guy to show up at your workplace just to give you flowers for your workspace. It's Dom each. If I want it, I get it. The youngest lieutenant, turn up till I'm finished. Those couple of women that's up in my business get nothing. They front and you got something different. And
I need something new.
Yeah, I need it.
I need something new.
Yeah, I need it.
All these girls the same. Girl, what's up with you? I need something new. I need something new. All these girls the same. Girl, what's up with you? I need something new.
Yeah, I need it. Yeah, I need it.
I need something new.
What's up with you?
I need something new.
Yeah, I need it.
All these girls the same. Girl, what's up with you?
Yeah, real life. I need something new now. What's up with you? It might be you, you know. Shit. What's up with you? I mean, look. Me and Willie hit you on the Snapchat. I just wanna send you something you can laugh at. Doing stuff to make you blush when you first watch. It was in Shane's spot where we crash at. Always focused on the money, gotta stack that. But sometimes I gotta teach you how your day going. And even if you tell me it ain't that bad, I'ma try to make you smile, that's why I stay joking. You know this when a nigga drop a song. Type of shit that made me wanna hit you on your phone. Asking who you with it, and if you sitting home alone, then we should go out there and lunch and maybe kick it what you want. Bottle of Moscato, I can cop it when you're ready. I've been thinking about it ever since I left Miami. Ain't nobody yakking, but I'm rapping for a Grammy. Trying to show you I'm the captain, get the napkin. This Marzetti gonna be good with the shit I cook up. I'm waiting here patient, no pacing, I'm taking my time. I got wine in this aging, these rhymes that I'm writing. My mind has been thinking, no lie, I can't fake it.
Fake it.
You got something new, please don't get too confused. I'm just speaking the truth, press repeat on this song so you don't get it wrong, girl, it's all about you.
I need something new. I need something new. All these girls the same. Girl, what's up with you? I need something new. I need something new. All these girls the same. Girl, what's up with you? I need something new. I need something new.
There you go.
And welcome back to Spotlight in Columbus, WTMH Radio. I am so sorry about that glitch. That's the first time we've ever had a glitch, but don't worry, we're back. And guess what? We have our guest here. Yay!
Hey,
introduce yourself.
These cameras work?
Huh?
Are these
cameras working? Yeah, they're on. They're watching.
These up. You live.
You're live.
You live, baby.
Okay. Hey, I'm Akili of Jahi Designs, or Jahi, the fashion brand.
Yes.
Columbus born, Columbus native.
Okay, and I know you just have them on your phone there, but we're going to go into some of those fashions that you showed me.
Okay.
And I want you to put them right up to that camera.
So this one?
Yes.
Okay.
Why not? But we're going to go in there. I'm going to have you do that. But right now, what I want you to do, because I know everybody is mad. Like she's like, she went off her live because everybody watched me on my live too.
I apologize.
Yeah. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm getting ready to put you back on live because I know Jessie, because Jessie was just loving. Yeah, I know she's feeling some type of way because she just was going in as far as I am live again. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry for the glitch, guys. We're back. Of course, we're gonna let a little glitch get us down.
Not too long.
Again, we have our guest here, and we're going to talk about a lot of stuff you're going through. I mean, and I know we talked about this like when we did the fashion shows and when we had you on camera, but now we're going to talk about it on the radio.
Okay.
The very first time. Now, well, I've known you since you were in grade school.
Okay.
Like we've always talked about it. It's my little baby. Went to school with my daughter. But what we're going to talk about, because I'm not even going to put you out there like that. But you was just a sweetie pie. You just got to get oh, Lord. Anyway, the very first fashion show that we had you in, and that was at the BOMA.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't that what it was called, the Bowman. Wasn't that the first one we had you in? Where it was a church?
No, I wasn't at that one.
Not that one.
You
Not
were
that
there,
one.
No, I was at the one. It was up north.
It was
the Celebrity Affair.
Oh,
was
yes.
that yours?
Yes, that was
okay.
But I thought you were at the Boma too.
He knew the models there. He wasn't there though.
Yeah. Sometimes I go to shows and won't be a part of it and just go because I'm cool with the models or the designers.
Because you're cool with all of us. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I try to be. I want to be.
He said I tried.
Okay, so but I've gone to all of yours, so I guess that's why I was thinking that. But I know because we had you in one of ours too for Deepest Entertainment.
I think that might have been.
Was that the Celebrity Affair one?
Yes.
Okay,
I think
yeah.
it was the Celebrity
But I thought we had you in.
That was one of my first shows.
Yeah, I was so proud of you.
Maybe I don't know.
And I didn't even realize that you and Essence had went to school together until Essence was looking at the video. She was like, "Mom, that's." I was like, "Oh my God, that is, isn't it?"
We was at FCI together.
I know, right? Yeah.
Let's not. Hey, they doing the 10-year anniversary, dog.
Are they?
Yes. For 08.
Yeah, because he was one of the first.
I didn't graduate from there.
Yeah, I know. Neither did Essence.
Let's just leave that one alone.
Well, no, when you went.
How they doing the 10-year anniversary? Is that still around?
Yeah.
It's not around anymore. We're all putting it together.
Oh yeah,
we're the 08 class.
The very first class that started it. Yeah.
Us, the actual class is actually putting it together. No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that.
Well, you know, this class was the first ones that. No, they're closed. Yeah, it's closed.
We're not going. That's why I said we're not going to do that.
Well,
that's why I said exactly we're not going to do that.
Might have liked that though. You know, he probably liked that. Yeah. Pastor Posey. He'll probably like that.
But yeah, we're going to do a 3-part series on that.
Yeah.
It's a 3-part series. It will be we're all going out for one, we're going skating for another, and then brunch on Sunday. So
that's cute.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm having a brunch this Sunday. I like brunches.
Everybody like brunches.
Everybody loves brunches. You know, I found a place that actually has a tea. They have like tea. You know, like the tea with the little cakes that you can do. You know, the little.
You make them?
No, it's a place that you can go and you can actually have the tea, and they have the little cakes and on the little tiers and everything for you. Where you can actually relax and have a nice little brunch with the tea.
That sounds cute.
That sounds super bougie.
It do.
That sounds hella bougie.
Why y'all say
that? Sounds bougie.
There you go again.
I'm sorry, I just gotta call it. She said the cakes. I can't. So pinky's out, sipping the tea like.
But it's really relaxing because
that's super bougie.
Well, I've done it.
It sounds
it's
super.
Not
you gotta do the great poupon
with a nice mimosa. We're having mimosas, but I'm having a.
Who doesn't do mimosas?
I like mimosas, but still, like, no.
Mimosas are brunch.
It's bougie. We all know this. That's why he lied.
Starting already every week.
Everybody know I'm on track.
Between him
every time.
And you haven't met Capone, but him and Capone always.
I just be on track.
Yeah, he actually is his birthday.
It's his birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Capone!
Happy birthday, Capone.
That's probably what he's doing
and
too.
He's doing that.
I'm gonna meet him after the show.
Hi, Mike. How are you? But I on to other things because I'm not bougie. It's just something I like to do. It's just something I like to do. You know how me and Denise are. Every now and then. Anyway, can we go back to what were you talking about? Thank you so much. Okay, so with that being said, the same thing we talked about at the show, I want you to talk about here. When you started doing your designs, was when you were in middle school, like where you just started dabbling in it and doing little things, not actually like doing the.
I mean, I remember doodling in 5th grade, but I don't think I wanted to be a designer. I think I was just like.
So when did you
decide some like,
that's
ooh,
what
Destiny's
you
Child,
to do?
like, ooh, this would be cute on them. But I don't think I was thinking like, oh, I want to be a designer. But I didn't think about being a designer until 6th grade, and that was a social studies project. That whole story.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what it's about. It's about telling everything that went on there, and why you started, and what gave you that
push.
Okay. Yeah. So I was in 6th grade, and it was a social studies project. And it was a group project, and it was medieval times was our decade that we had to do, and somebody had to write information about the decade, and somebody had to draw like what people wore, and somebody had to do something else that I wasn't going to do. So I was like, I'll draw, sure. Right. So the teacher was, she saw my drawings, and instead of doing 2, because like you had to do 1 for a guy and 1 for a female, I think I did like 5 pieces. Because I sort of got carried away because they had like corsets back then and the big bustiers, like the buses and stuff. I'm like, oh, this stuff is cute. Like, so I drew like a whole little thing, and the teacher, she was like, this is, some of these pieces is like really cute. So I was just doing it for a grade. But she had got me some magazines, Vogue, Harper's Bazaar, Elle magazine, and I had got into John Galliano when he was designer for Christian Dior and Versace, Donatella Angiani. Just the brands that were like more European. It wasn't stuff that I was seeing every day. And it was like, the haute couture shows, which were very big and lavish. So
the couture shows.
Yeah, so it was like that was a cool decade, especially for Christian Dior. So I really enjoyed watching that stuff once, she showed me.
Right.
So
that was your inspiration.
That was my inspiration. I started drawing. I got up to maybe like 200 sketches. And then I was walking down the street one day, and I'm like, and I had earphones in, and I was just, pumping it or whatever.
Right.
And I got
like
home,
that pumping it.
Yeah, I was working, but got home and I asked my mom, like, I want to learn how to sew. Like, I think I would do like a fashion show or something. But learned how to sew.
Your mom has always been supportive. I mean,
she has.
No matter what.
Even through sports, like, with sports and the transition of doing like fashion stuff. Because even when I started doing fashion shows, I still did was on swim team and stuff like that, or was dancing. So there was a lot of juggling that my mom had to do. Even
that
more than me.
support is awesome.
So
yeah, I love her. I tell her that all the time. Like, I mean, with as much as you were doing it, I remember you were doing. I was like, that was a whole like work ethic thing. You were her project. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, other than the job that she had, it was like she had 2 jobs because she wanted to make sure no matter what it was. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, especially starting that young. Especially once I started doing fashion shows and started. Just participating in more things. Yes. It wasn't until I got older and learned how to drive and was able to start drinking where I was like, man, you don't have to come to this event. It's cool.
You don't have to come
to this.
You don't need to see
I didn't get one of those. So I was like, listen, you can just stay.
It's just another one. There's gonna be a lot.
Yeah, because I was his man. I'm still his momager.
Yeah.
I still need her a lot. There's still a lot.
Always
there's still a lot of need for my mama.
Yeah, definitely. She can peep the bull crap. Yeah, definitely. She is the bull crap censor after that point. Like that's why.
Yeah, my mom got me together about shows and decisions. That's one person that makes me think the way I do now.
Sensibly.
Yeah, sensibly, and not
accepting everything.
Yeah, because when I started, I was young, and I didn't do it as a business. It was an art. Yeah, it was an art form to me. It was a sport, so I like to make cute stuff. So I made cute stuff, and I show cute stuff. Like, so it was like I wanted to do what Gianni Versace was doing and what they were doing.
But
so
people want to take your brand and everything.
Yeah, I didn't think about that till I got older. Like it's a business, so I probably wouldn't have got to 50 fashion shows or however many I'm at now, like if I was thinking sensibly when I first started. Right. But you live and you learn, and all 50 something of those shows have made me the designer.
And the way your mom is thinking is this is your brand. Yeah. You want to make sure that you take the right thing that's going to bring out your brand, not just any little thing that just because it's a show and it's models and things like that doesn't make it good for your brand.
Yeah, that's what I try to tell people starting out. Just be choosy.
So
there's nothing wrong with that.
With that said, your mindset during, because I remember being backstage on one of your projects. What is your mindset during that time? Like, because I see you're super freaking focused. Like you zone all the way out. And then you have your moment when you joke and clown and everything like that. But before, like, I would say give us the thought process the day of the show, because I already know, like during the rehearsals, you're like, hey, I want y'all to be like this. I don't want you to play. This is my ish.
Right.
And like, what is your mindset during the day of the fashion shows? Because you just zone all the way out. I'd be like, he in the zone. I ain't even gonna mess with him.
Yeah, I am. But I'm really, it's fun. It's fun to me. Like, never take anything too serious. Eventually, we all gonna die. Eventually, and I don't think fashion is something where you have to be so serious about everything.
Yeah.
So I have fun with my girls, my models, my queens, and I have fun with everybody else backstage. But when it comes to making sure the presentation is right, I'm a huge Beyonce fan. And
no, I remember.
Like, so she doesn't miss a beat. She doesn't. She every thing as far as presentation, whether it's like the details of the clothes or how it's going to be presented or all that. So every detail matters when all that's happening. And I've learned that little by little, by sending a dress on the runway wrinkled and then seeing a picture and it's like, oh shoot, you can't let that happen. So never make the same mistake twice.
Right.
So I think also being backstage, you sort of learn that.
You learn that super quick.
Yeah.
You learn that super quick.
Yeah, especially when you're not cool with, settling and being mediocre. Yeah. I never want to, just because I'm in Columbus, I got my stuff out.
Been mediocre. That's the one thing I said. You've never ever been mediocre. And even it's not just about the dresses. And the way you present the models, is the way you present your show in general. Like you always have some type of storyline that goes with your dresses. That's what I know. And
there's
I love
always
that
a plot.
Because you have the ones that, and that's, I'm not knocking the one, where they they bring the, they have the music and they bring the models out and they show their stuff. But I'm noticing with each show you have, just like you said, you're seeing the growth, like from, one to the next to, where you see the story. Even with the one that, when you were showing me the pictures at Hucking Hills, I feel like there's a storyline there.
Oh yeah, that was my Rose Garden collection.
See, and even if somebody didn't know that, nobody knows that. That's
what
was
that story? What was that story?
That
I'm gonna get in your head, bro. Because with where I remember you as a kid, you were very quiet, but you joked. You had your clowning moments. You did that, but then when I start actually seeing you in these fashion shows, it was just like you had a sense of urgency, precision, and then definition. So with that, your story, down to every single song that you play, every song, it
has to match up. It has to be a consistency.
Yeah,
there's certain collections where girls don't fit into certain things, so you don't ask them. There's a lot of talent and options out there. But when it comes to building that storyline and making sure everything is matches up with,
and it's seamless. It's seamless. It flows right into when you're doing something, it flows right into the next segment of what you're doing.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's with the Rose Garden collection, the storyline about that was I was in a relationship or whatever, and it wasn't a relationship. I don't know. It was weird,
but it wasn't.
Yeah. So it was somewhere where the Park of Roses, Weststone Park of Roses. I was spending a lot of time up there, and it was spending a lot of time thinking that it'd be nice to be booed up here. This would be really cute.
Because it is beautiful up there.
That's how I am with the
during springtime and during summertime with all those flowers. It really is.
And they were really blooming. That was my first time ever really experiencing that. So when I started thinking of the clothes, I'm ooh, I'm gonna do stuff with petals, and it's gonna be real romantic, and there's gonna be dresses that resemble slip dresses, and there's gonna be lace and different textures, slits.
Put your phone up those pictures. Let me.
I'm live.
Oh, you are live.
Yeah.
Never mind.
It's live. It's all good.
Never mind.
It's all good. When you
go to my Instagram.
Go to the Instagram page, please. Go to
Jahi Bayakini.
Yes.
The first two.
They are beautiful. That red one. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was the finale of the
because when you said,
show.
Did you see the red one? I was like, no, I didn't see it. And I was like, and even the way you do the presentation when you're doing the pictures, when I was like, how did you get it to just like that? And you was like, I just threw it up and ran. I mean, but when you look on the picture, it just looks like maybe she had some wind that blew up. I mean, they were beautiful.
I was hanging out when I found that location. Like it was a date or something like that. And I was just at the location. We were chilling at the Hocking Hills or whatever. And we went into the cave.
Go to the cabins.
Yeah, when I got into that cave, I was like, I started working. I was like, I have to photo shoot here.
Yes.
So I just started working.
I know the first time I went there, I was in high school. And you know that's how long it's been there. So like I was in high school.
Not long ago.
No, this is one thing that I always ask everyone that comes up here. Because in some aspect, like I affiliate what I write in my songs and my music and everything like that for like romance, where I was at when I've had either my first kiss or something like that. So when you said your last shoot or the shoot that you showed my mom, it was like you were in that past relationship. That's what inspires you. Like other pieces, like when you first did your first fashion show, what inspired you to create those pieces? Yeah.
Oh man.
Not just the first one, but as you grew, what inspiration? Because it wouldn't be the same.
I remember like my first collection. It was like a Hollywood meets Africa type theme, and there was like a lot of animal prints and satin material. It was some good stuff that sold eventually.
You said eventually.
I remember the collection after that was.
I remember Xantha was just really impressed with that though, because you know she's into the animal prints.
Oh yeah,
Xantha is really into animal prints.
Yeah, I know Xantha as a child.
Yeah, so when she seen that,
you had the right person to look at on that one for real.
Yeah, but I never went like as a child. Never knew like that she was a designer. Yeah. I was young. So I just knew she worked at where she worked at.
Yeah.
So I was like, I think she make hats or she do the accessories. She worked with my aunt. But shout out to Xantha. She's another one of my. I call her Auntie Xantha.
Yeah, that's an aunt too. Yeah.
I did. You know, when I did modeling for her for a little bit, and she was just on me. She made sure like, okay,
even her, she's an artist. She knows what she wants. There's a lot of artists and designers like that. That's really perfectionist. Like Kevin Black.
Yes,
he's an artist that I look at. That's like my brother.
And he was actually one of the shows we had.
Yeah, so he's another one,
and he will not. I mean, and if there's anything wrong, like when we had the show, and it was just a couple of different things that was off, he wouldn't even like, nope, not this is the reason why I have it. I mean, he's very.
And you are who you hang out with, so you know I surround myself with people that are like that and wouldn't want their stuff to be seen with a flaw.
Right.
So especially when you're working with other like brand owners, like a hairstylist or a makeup artist, they don't want their stuff to look bad. So you got to do your part.
So you have to do your part because they want your stuff to bring out what they actually do, whether it's the makeup, the hair, whatever it is. That's just how it is. That's just how it is.
So what do you have coming up next? Because I'm honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm gonna bring my girl up so she can find a few pieces.
You have to.
No, I'm definitely gonna do that for real.
I'm doing a for sure. There is the Chandelier Gala.
Yeah.
This is actually my first time saying that I am one of the designers for the Chandelier Gala. The last Sunday of October. So whatever that date is, it's the last Sunday of October.
Happy to have you on there.
Oh, I'm doing it's their 5th year anniversary. Yeah. So when I made that connection, I did it the first year. So I felt like it was only right for me to come back the 5-year anniversary and do my 2019 collection, which is very.
And Miss B loves you. Yeah, she loves you.
I love Miss B.
I love her to death too.
I'll see her tomorrow.
That is a sign of elegance. I'm telling you.
Grace.
Oh my God.
Biggie was talking about her in that song.
Huh?
Yeah.
Biggie was talking about her in that song.
As far as Grace.
Miss B said she was in the
studio. Like, yes, let's go.
You see her tomorrow. You tell her I said hi and I love her.
I will.
Because I tell her out. Yeah, I mean, I think just she's another one, just really meticulous.
That show this year,
her business.
The designers, I definitely can't say that part, but the designers on the list, it's gonna be a sickening show. Like that show's gonna be great.
It's another gentleman, but he's not from here. He's from Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
And he's the one that brings
Fly Tie.
Yep. That's who it is.
Mm-hmm.
He's another perfectionist. Okay,
yeah, he's really good. I saw him at the mannequin show.
But he's a perfectionist. I have to say he is. I mean, but he has his models like almost like military.
Uh-huh.
I really think so. I do. I'm just saying.
I can't go.
It's the radio show.
Yeah.
Hey.
Okay, so with that, I think we're gonna go on a little bit of a commercial break as of right now.
All right, I'm gonna go on a break on my live.
And we'll be right back. All right.
We will be right back.
Peace.
Ooh.
Eyes got me seeing what you think is straight hot air clouds. You figured out the blimp, bitch. Way up, I can see the skies. Don't try to swear, but just breathe in the lines. Moving turtle slow, cause I don't need a disguise. Nas told me get the world, I can see that it's my wall maker. Sour, chewing pieces of lime. Mad the odd man out, really isn't his prime. Run for home base, I don't think it's the crowd. Remember Richie be unruly, I'm ingrained in the times. How many times you done said lying hard and niggas see you at the door? How much time that my for dummy once your boy came of age, now he's grown? How many times you done said when the music turn me up, got this y'all go? How much time that my for tell me pay attention, this things you should know.
Defend himself from what? From what? What was he defending himself from? Tell me.
Yeah. Look. Yeah. Yeah. Look. It's like I show up at like 2:45 before the morning. That's some sort of surprise. Just to be sure that you mind. Can see you every day. If I want you on a wedding, they think it's important to try. Applying more than my mind to you. These raps and these rhymes for you. Checking in them shorts that you less important for I. Got me thinking I would pay it if your mortgage was high. Come around, I'll rub you down. You give your boy a massage. I'll enjoy it a lot. But the commitment without you, what option is it? Got me so optimistic. I feel I should stop and get some thanks to God. He got me with you. Other men like contenders. Your girlfriend just got to witness what we have and stop the distance, baby. Cause I've been on it. Really trying to fix shit. Baby, no lying, you my addiction. Feeling delighted, this life I missed it. All I desire, retire, quit this game that you playing and come with me, you baby. Hey.
Girl, it's like you know me. The way you walking, girl, is you gon' show me. The things you do to me is something so new to me. What must I prove to you to show you you ain't lose me? You know that you let me from the go. I'm down to take it slow.
Yeah.
Case you
It's like, I really like that Nicki Minaj type attitude, plus you thinking them thighs tight. You more than attractive, I can prove it through action. If you thinking nigga acting as if I was Makai Fife, treat you like that angel God had you designed like bathtub, back rub. After that you had your wine night. Now enter intuition, but when listening signs might appear, I had an ear to understand you the white type. I'm thinking I can hold your ass close to the end, and niggas get the notion, don't approach you again. So ring finger, make a toast to you in. These are the type of things I'm thinking while alone at the crib. Not sure if you the one, but girl, I'm hoping you is. Kept my focus, you was open and no joke or pretend. But like you could be my wife by the time I'm older with kids. So I had to make the song just so you know what it is. Down to meet you, baby. Break it down.
What happened to my city? 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 I don't know. Oh, I wanna leave home. I just wanna go. Oh, what happened to my city? I'm from OH, Columbus, Ohio. We gotta do right, yo. What happened to my city? What happened to my city? Man, what happened to my city? Man, what happened to my city? Man, what happened to my city? Don't know what's going on, but my city falling fast. No more dandelions, bloodshed is in the grass. Columbus artists dying slow, the news don't even care. R.I.P. to our comrades that's in the air. I can name a lot of people, but it make me sad. If somebody take me, boy, y'all better get them back. Don't let my music die in vain or in a plastic bag. Don't make me come back from the grave with a Jason mask. We can get better if we just do better. Don't get discouraged over rain, that's some icy weather. I'm not a saint, don't get it twisted, I got a Beretta. Dear Lord, just help us, we're down to do whatever. I remember in my city, we can always smile. Street fights every day, I was northbound. No gunplay, unless the uncles came out. OGs held us locked down and the family's down. Nowadays, there's no rules on these damn streets. Last time I watched the news, I got no sleep. All war in my town, there was no peace. Every day I need and pray for my babies. Almost 40 years old and I'm stressed out. Waking up every day yelling, what now? Gotta make a plan to change, gotta start now. Just wanna see my kids grow before I'm took out. Everybody got a ladder, but nobody's climbing. Even the realest now fake, and my friends lying. Make me wanna give up, like why am I trying? Every time I turn the tree, there's somebody flying. This track is letting y'all know that somebody cares. Y'all don't have to kill someone to show that you real. Look the man in the mirror and raise your head. We can't change the world until we change your head. I don't know. Oh, I wanna leave home. I just wanna go. Oh, what happened to my city? I'm from OH, Columbus, Ohio. We gotta do right, yo. What happened to my city? What happened to my city? Man, what happened to my city? Man, what happened to my city? Man, what happened to my city?
So I never let them stress me out. I did it cause my mama's. It's only fam in my section now. Cause your friends know me sticking around. I get it from my mama's. She told me never let them stress me out. So I never let them stress me out. I did it cause my mama's. It's only fam in my section now. Cause your friends know me sticking around. I get it from my mama's. I get it from my mom's. 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 Gotta get it from my mom's. Gotta get it from my mom's. I get it from my mom's. Working all day long. Hard-headed and stubborn. Don't give a fuck what you want. Nigga, I do what the fuck I want. Grind hard, put the team on. Live life with your last days. All the bullshit, stay calm. Don't nobody work as hard as me. Work hard for my family. Niggas hate the flame with me. Saying shit, people changing on me. Never learn nothing new to me. I'm trying to plug for my city. Fuck, hate to live life for my mama. Gotta get it from my mama. She told me never let them stress me out. So I never let them stress me out. I did it cause my mama's. It's only fam in my section now. Cause your friends know me sticking around. I get it from my mama's. She told me never let them stress me out. So I never let them stress me out. I did it cause my mama's. It's only fam in my section now. Cause your friends know me sticking around. I get it from my mama's. I get it from my mama's. I get it from my mom's. 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 Gotta get it from my mom's. Gotta get it from my mom's. I get it from my mom's. My race is trying to keep up. Going through this hard struggle. Gun in my mouth. Suicide thoughts. Smoke this weed just to kill the thoughts. Taking shots. I got bullet wounds. Write stories in my notepad so y'all understand what I'm going through. My told me to believe my soul, so I need to do what I gotta do. Stay real and always stay true. Like a board game shit, gotta make moves. I'm headed to the top. Pray to God I don't drop. And I'm trying to work hard and get it to my heart. I get it from my mom's. She told me never let them stress me out. So I never let them stress me out. I did it cause my mom's. It's only fam in my section now. Cause your friends know me sticking around. I get it from my mom's. She told me never let them stress me out. So I never let them stress me out. I did it cause my mom's. It's only fam in my section now. Cause your friends know me sticking around. I get it from my mom's. 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 Gotta get it from my mom's. Gotta get it from my mom's. Gotta get it from my mom's.
Welcome back to WTMH Radio.
She said.
And we got Mr. Go ahead. Say who you are. Tell them.
Hey, y'all, it's Akila. I'm back.
You know it.
He's
back in full effect.
Always. Always. So I was talking about the different fashion shows and things that we have done with you and talked to you on. And it's awesome stuff. So I'm bringing up some stuff. Because you didn't do, I think you did the first one, and you're going to do as far as the Chandelier Gala, yes.
Yeah.
So I have some pictures of the last one that I was going to show you, but also what you did as well. So now this wasn't it.
That's
this
not
was
me.
that. No, I know. This is, but no, this is what I was showing. Look,
Who is that woman, Hoffa?
Your dancers.
Oh yes, C Dance. Shout out to C Dance.
Shout out to C Dance.
So how did you get that connect?
How did I get that?
Yeah, I need that.
Start off with that. I'm going to go to a picture, and I want you to tell me. So let me go back.
That's not me.
No, that's not you. We're going to go back. Did I go the wrong way? I must have. Okay. So anyway, let's go with the talk about the dancers.
The dancers. I used to dance with C Dance before I
Is that what it was?
Before I became a fashion designer, I really wanted to dance. I I almost went to school for dance, but I did a lot of theater stuff, a lot of stage plays, whatever. But I just had a vision. I wanted to do something a little bit more dramatic. I wanted to tell a story. I was promoting my 50th fashion show.
Yes.
So I felt like the best way to be memorable was to give people something that they didn't, probably wouldn't see.
Which had their storyline. So what was the storyline with them when you had them dancing as far as with the dance?
What was that storyline?
Look at him. He don't even remember.
I don't remember. I think I based it off the clothes. I don't know. I don't know the storyline behind that. There was a Beyonce song.
Yeah. I mean, you wouldn't know, because I mean, they were seamless. You know what I mean?
Why can't you see me? Everybody else can. That was the message of the story.
Was it?
Yeah, I was trying to be cute.
That was cocky. That wasn't even that was cocky. That was pretty cocky. Right. You got to see me now.
Yeah, he has.
Now I've done it. I've done it so many times. You can't help but see me now. I feel it.
So we're gonna do our own fashion critic. We're gonna do fashion critic today.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
With the ones we have on here. Okay. So that's
what you.
This might be
good. Is this live?
Yeah, this is live.
They can see the pictures I'm critiquing.
They can see. We're all critiquing. That's what it's about. This is come on now. They know this. They know this. They know this.
They shouldn't have put it out.
Okay, and they know that can happen. So we're going to do some critique.
Let me do a disclaimer. I didn't know this was going to happen. Please don't let this jeopardize my girl's dress.
Wait a minute.
Real.
Now let's be real. Now we're getting ready to be real.
I know.
This is nothing about we're getting ready to drag anybody's fashions. No, that's not what we're going to do. What we are going to do is talk about what we think the storyline behind the fashion is.
Okay.
So let me make sure I rewind that to make sure we know this is not a drag the designer thing like this or those other. Because y'all were looking.
Because I'm cool with everybody.
Right. So and I am too. So that's not what we're here for.
Am I smacking my gun?
Nah, you good, bro.
I didn't hear it.
I would dead your mic before you do it. I would dead your mic before you even did it. For real.
Okay. So we got Sheila Walls. Hi, Sheila Walls.
What's up, right?
Okay, so here, and this is actually someone that I did that I was working with as far as a reality show with.
I don't know the designer,
but what do you think? What do you think the
storyline
was on this?
He don't remember.
Well, he wouldn't know. It's the designer's storyline,
right?
Yeah.
It looks comfortable.
So let's go.
I would wear it.
You would wear it? What would you wear it?
I wake up like that.
I wake up like this.
Right. What is it? Is that that's not a one piece. That's like a shirt and like a Speedo, right?
Right.
Yeah, I would definitely wear that to sleep.
To sleep? Okay.
Or just around the house.
What about this one?
What is that?
That's a swimsuit. Or it can be I think that's a swimsuit.
It's definitely a swimsuit. I think it's the summer collection. Because that was, I think, around the summer as well.
So with me, I can understand it, but you know what? It really would have accented that one of those shawls on the side.
Yeah,
a nice like sheer shawl with the perfect stiletto shoes. Yeah, so I think that's what
she got flats on.
No, I think she walked. They had him walk barefoot.
Oh, that's one thing I. Never a flat on the runway. That's so stupid to me.
I've never seen a flat. I've seen where they like with him.
I've seen it
with him. He didn't have shoes on either.
I mean, that was a dude though.
Yeah.
You know.
But I mean, as far as I've seen barefoot in dresses on the runway, and I think that's bad. Like
your stuff drags.
I haven't seen that.
Your stuff drags.
Well, no, it's not that. If they do it, it's something that's high cut.
I don't want to fall.
But sometimes it's models
that just don't want to.
They just don't know how to walk in heels.
Then they shouldn't be walking.
They shouldn't get casted.
Yeah,
yes.
Exactly.
Yeah. So let's talk about.
Wait a minute. No. Before we get that, before we go there,
because I'm ready to go.
He's ready to go. Okay, so what do we think about this? Because this looked like kind of like a pajama pants kind of thing. Or a lounging pants kind of thing, or we just want to see his chest kind of thing.
Yeah, I think they was just going for bulge factor for real. I don't know who the designer was, but I think they were like, I'm about to go for screams.
Hey, you got a chest? Let me see. Got you.
Yeah.
You on there?
Walk in this.
And
just
then there's another swimsuit,
some pants,
and I think with the swimsuits, the shawls would have been even better with those.
I think that was just for the curve. I think that was for
about the underwear,
curve.
Pajamas, and swimwear. I think that's what this one was.
Yeah, I think that was the curve the runway type.
Is that show?
Yeah, I think it was like
that's the show I was in.
No, that wasn't the curve the runway.
Mm-mm. That was the
mannequin show. That's what that one was. Okay. So this is it looks like a.
That's
Shout out to Christina.
That's Joan. That's Joan.
That's Joan.
Yeah, that's her stuff. Okay. I'm having a birthday
Go ahead.
weekend or whatever.
Yeah.
But shout out to her because she'll be doing Charleston Fashion Week.
Hey, ring that bell. Ring that bell.
So definitely shout out to Joan Madison.
And you see how he knows his fashions. He knows them.
Yeah, that's Joan.
Yeah, this is nice. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that right there. And then how they put it over the head like that. And I think she brought it down too. Like she was able to bring that down. Look at that one. That was like very sheer, very chic. Very sheer and chic. Now that was a nice one there too.
Oh,
now, yeah. I mean, I can see myself in that with some, on a late night. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
just romantic.
On that.
Yeah, I know because you're my.
That's
son.
you. That's you.
Like chill.
My mom. Like, hey.
Those are a little too dark. I can't really tell what those are. Let's go with something. Okay. So this is the gentleman.
Speaking of Mike.
Who said is that?
I think that's the gentleman from Detroit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is his.
I think he was the finale at that show.
Yeah, he was the finale.
Yeah.
So does anybody know if anybody bought some of his stuff though that night?
He knows.
And there's his models.
Yes.
Yeah, and they were the outfits they had on were very nice.
I liked his color scheme.
Yeah,
he chooses really good color schemes.
What up, Boo? So the last one I seen with him though was in the red. Okay, so we're gonna get past all of that.
I think my stuff I showed was like I had blue sequins and white texture white stuff. Or texture white fabric.
I hate this computer sometimes. I truly.
She got a slow computer, y'all.
Very slow.
She got that Toshiba. Trying to get her to upgrade.
It's Toshiba.
No, the computer is a Toshiba.
That's what it is. So that's what I'm saying. I think, but yours should have been back here.
Yeah, I think I was right after intermission.
Right.
At that show. But that was probably one of my favorite creatively. Probably one of my favorite shows that I've done.
Out of all the
she let me have like a lot of
she let you have.
Christina's really good for letting her designers have freedom on the runway,
which is a great thing.
Because it's all about your brand and how you want to be perceived as a designer and as a brand. So
true.
All that is very important.
So I want
from the models you choose to the clothes, like
right.
Yeah.
And they have to fit well, stay well, and be able to be durable.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Durable.
That you stressing that durable.
Durable is key. Is key.
He didn't say durable. He said durable.
Durable.
Classic.
Durable.
Classic is very
chic. I would say chic. Classic chic.
Yeah. But there was a lot of them on there that
that were very classy.
Very classy.
Some of them were
very classy.
I seen where they were going with that.
I think the Chandelier Gala, my collection that I'm doing for that show is going to be very exciting. It's the song "Billie Jean" by Michael Jackson.
Yes, I'm in there.
He likes Michael Jackson.
I'm in there.
I didn't get to say.
I'm sorry. Listen,
I didn't get to say.
You playing that one?
Well, the inspiration behind the collection is I can't tell you.
Oh, bro, I can't go. Okay,
it's like the main reason I'm only going one show.
I'm in there, bro. I'm in. No, he ain't heard it. I'm in there. I'm in there for real.
I'm turning Billie Jean into a character, so she is my muse. I'm making Billie Jean like.
Bro, the next one should be Dirty Diana, bro.
That's sort of what the rose garden was.
I'm in there. I'm in there.
She was definitely.
Please, listen.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
That's all.
No, he said Carmen. Listen, Carmen, if you're listening out there,
prettier.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
But it seems like to me, each time you do something, it gets better and better and better. It's like every time I say, I wonder.
He said Billie Jean, y'all. He said Billie Jean, dog.
It's sparkly and everything. It's done.
Oh, I can't wait, bro. The minute you get these tickets, I need you to inbox me.
Have you ever been to the show?
Huh?
Have you ever been to that show?
One.
It comes with a dinner.
I know.
So I think that's out of any show in Columbus, like it comes with the dinner.
That is the one. Yeah.
And you get great design.
Wasn't that downtown, like near Gay Street?
No, that's Fashion Week Columbus.
No, okay. My bad. I apologize. I ain't go to that one.
Shout out to Fashion Week Columbus.
Yes.
Yeah. I did them twice.
Yeah, I know. I went to the first one when they were off of, what was that, 4th? No, that wasn't 4th. That might have been 3rd.
No, that's the one that Desmond, he went and auditioned for that one. Yeah, when they were downtown doing auditions. Yeah, he auditioned for that one. He was so hurt.
He didn't make it?
No, because it was his first time and he was just so like, he was, fit and everything, but he was so nervous that he was like, oh gosh. But I was just proud of him that he even tried to do it. I was
bro,
so.
Just let me know.
It's good
because I'm in there, bro. I'm in there.
Just making sure you know that.
I'm just, I'm just that. Listen, I'm a big Michael Jackson fan.
Get those like VIP tickets.
I have to now. Like, you gonna do a Prince type thing too, though?
Prince. Oh, you should have over the summer. Now over the summer I did do a fashion brunch with Fashion Week Columbus.
Yeah.
And his song Beautiful Ones.
Yeah.
It was like a remix to that. But it was really really pretty.
See, you be playing, bro. You don't really be putting your stuff out there on Facebook no more, man.
Yes, he does.
Not like he used to.
Selective because you want to make sure some of that stuff he's going to be bringing out.
So I'm gonna ask this question. What do you think?
Like some of the stuff that you're doing, you're selective about what you put on Facebook and Instagram because you don't want to ruin the surprise.
Like
when
what?
You're doing the shows. When you're doing the shows, like with the dresses.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see. Did you
have sneak peeks? It's called sneak peeks.
You didn't put them out until after you knew the show was going to cancel, right?
Oh no! I went.
Yes, in there.
My timing wasn't based off of that.
It wasn't. What was it?
My timing was just based off of the fashion schedule. I really don't try to think too locally on what's going on here.
No,
because if I was to do that,
you'll probably get caught up in that stream.
In the
you don't want
stream.
to. Yeah.
I've always thought about what's Gianni Versace doing, or what did he do, or what's Donatella doing, or what's like, what was Christian Dior doing? How did he get there?
He sound like a young Kanye out there.
Try to be like anybody that I could go hang out with.
My thing is and I understand what you're saying, but I'm talking about you're selective as far as what you put out there. Like if you're going to use them for shows,
like sneak peeks.
Shows.
You do sneak peeks, don't you?
Oh no,
you don't.
No,
I probably won't do that for not this next collection.
Okay, so
I got enough stuff like to.
So can you tell us how many dresses?
That's gonna be a next collection. I don't know. I'm also one of those designers. I haven't really sketched too much. Like the Rose Garden collection was, once it was finished, was 23 outfits, like 23 looks, but I didn't sketch any of it. I sketched like one dress, 2 dresses after they were made, but everything else was just like I thought about it and I just made it, and it went with my color scheme. It went with my style of how I wanted it.
How long does it take you to do one dress?
It depends.
Okay, let's go with the rose.
Your finale dress.
With the finale one, that took some weeks because I had to wait on rose petals at one point.
Yeah.
So there's a lot
and they gotta
of
be fresh.
Stitching.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there was like, with ordering stuff. The color for the finale dress, I hand dyed it. So there's like a dye that goes down it. So I had to hand dye it and then do the hand stitching for each rose petal. So
isn't that beautiful?
Yeah, I told you, dope. Dude is fire.
See now, if I ever
it goes into a zone too. It's really like a I was just talking to my brother and telling him about like when I work out. My favorite. I love to swim. I used to be on a swim team for 3 years.
I remember.
So went to championships.
When you went to the swim, what school were you going to when you were swimming?
I swim for the YMCA.
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
The North Waves. Yeah, we were.
They were setting waves, and now he's setting his own waves. Now he's setting his own waves. That's all you gotta do. Set your own waves.
Listen, I was told it's not what you want to do. I was told when I got into high school, it's not what you want to do now, and it's what you want to do. Wait, it's not what you want to do when you get older. It's what you want to do now.
Yep.
And it's going to set the tone for what you do when you get older.
Yeah. So the principal Gigi Howard, she said that to me. She says it to every student, but I took it real personal. Like
that's true. That's true.
I could do it now. Like so, I started doing fashion. They were very supportive.
And look at him now, though.
They even put a fashion class in the school.
Listen, I seen you do, bro.
ACPA, my high school that I graduated from.
Definitely.
Big shout out to them. We're doing proceeds from our brunch this weekend is going to them. Like we're doing a supplies drive. So like rulers, like for fashion designers, for the fashion club.
Okay.
So, it's the designers, and I said everybody bring like, maybe scissors or ruler or pins. So, bring that and then donate it to the future. So it's all about giving back.
Can you ring that bell on that one? That was a bell.
Yeah, but the kids need to hear that because a lot of these kids out here, they don't think they have that support or support that, to even go there.
Yeah.
Where that's one of the things that we were talking about as far as bringing kids. Like I'm actually in it's called the BRGs, and I'm in one that's called the Young Professionals, and then I'm in one that it's all solely centered around Black history. With the Young Professionals, that is truly about bringing young children, kids, teenagers that aren't feeling like they can do anything or don't have that outlet on doing anything.
Right.
We bring them to different businesses and show them the things that we have. I actually know a gentleman that he has a multicultural center that he's literally, that's what he's doing the program for, to have, where they can learn the boards and learn the music and, just the different aspects of anything they want to know as far as music and everything like that. Prophecy is another one. I don't know if you know Prophecy. We had him in last week.
Okay.
Great. He's won the gospel hip hop 4 or 5 years in a row now.
4. Magic number is 4. Remember?
Yeah, he's actually going to be at the Arnold too. But
okay.
I mean, his brand has the same thing where they literally work with kids and teach them how to, work all the boards, whatever it is they want to do, and then they put a whole event together that the kids just do the whole thing.
Yeah,
I think it was awesome.
Because if you're doing stuff and it's only for now, and you have no legacy or nobody to say this person helped me to get where I'm at, you're just doing it for self, then you're doing it for no reason. I feel like I feel like at the end of the day, if you're not giving back to a community or giving back to where it uplifts a bunch of people, then it's
not worth it.
Okay, so with that being said, what do you see your legacy as? Say in the next 5 years, 10 years.
My legacy in the next I'm actually enrolled at Central State.
Hey, ring the bell for education.
I never saw myself going to an HBCU, so this is like a stretch.
Bruh, you're gonna get so much support coming out of there for real.
That's the support.
It's a business and marketing major, so I'm meeting a lot of like-minded, young Black professionals.
Sorry about that.
Shut that down. Shut that down.
I
want to shut that down right now.
Shut that down.
But continue, Sam.
So I'm a writer.
Okay, so with that, where do you see your the company? Yes, your brand, the company. Because honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. I see you actually going across seas. being like dead serious. I honestly see your brand and the quality and what you're making.
And one of our models is already across. She's in France right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that
like I see you actually on not just the fashion week. I see you doing big things like that, and I commend you on that.
If
bro.
you get in Europe,
you're gonna be making the big money.
And let me rephrase that.
There's designers in New York that's making a lot of bank. I mean, look at Michael Kors and Marc Jacobs and
I see you in a lot of stores, bro.
But he's right. I can see you not just that. I can see you internationally.
Yeah.
As far as
I see the
with
quality
things every year. And I literally can see you with the right person and the right, people to see you and get you out there. I think once you get out there, you're not coming back. I mean, you'll come back.
He will. You're going to have to come back.
But I'm talking about as far as I can see you just branching out so far that the sky's the limit. Australia, France, all of those to Italy, those places. I mean, because yes, New York, of course, New York, California, all those places like that,
right?
You're going to make bank. But when you get international, that's bank.
I'm hoping, I don't know where I'll see myself in the next 5 years, but in the long run, hopefully, Jahi isn't just a fashion brand. There's other things. Yeah, there's other things I definitely want to get into. I worked at hotels for a while. I'm a huge Versace fan. He owns hotels. That brand is a mega.
Are you watching that movie that they have?
I have to. Like it's I have to kind of.
Yeah, how he passed it.
Yeah, I was a huge fan of. Once I got into fashion, Versace was one of the biggest brands.
Exactly.
That sort of stood out to me. It was very sexy. There was heels. There were slits.
He has so much.
The slickness to it.
Yes, every celebrity at the time, they're a very celebrity focused brand. So it was easy to get mesmerized by the brand. So with falling in love with the brand, I had to learn about the background and learned about Gianni and gotten into what he was doing in the 90s. And so, when they did the movie, it was like, oh, I have to watch this.
Yeah. And I'm going to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's really good. It doesn't talk about just his murder. The guy that killed him killed multiple people. Yeah, so it really gets into that. I don't think a lot of people knew that.
Okay, so I don't know what y'all talking about right now.
Gianni Versace.
Yeah, but he didn't know about that movie.
I see.
He's not really into TV.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't watched TV in a year, bro.
Where was the TV when you came to the house?
It was on FX. Like I live without TV. If
that Fire Stick all the way person.
It's not even Fire Stick. It's just I want to disconnect myself from watching TV. I don't even listen to the radio like that anymore because what I'm doing now is I'm going into myself. I'm trying to figure out what makes me ring, what actually makes me go, my inspiration, and I'm getting a lot of inspiration from listening to other things, watching other things. I'm not into. I'm gonna be dead serious. Last night I went to sleep watching The Animal Planet. Dead serious off of Fire Stick. Dead serious. Like I'm looking for different things to inspire me because I'm not seeing it in the day-to-day process anymore. So with that, it's just like I'm more visual now because I have my graphic design company now, and I'm looking for different things to define what my brand is going to be. Like, okay, this is who I seen do this. Oh, this is relevant to Will, something like that.
That's cool. That's sort of what fashion was for me when I was going to FCI because it was such a.
FCI still comes up right now.
I'm sorry.
Everybody wanted to be a thug back then. And
they really did.
So, I had a little sketchbook and I would do fashion, but when, I knew I can draw. So when it came to career day, I said, I want to do something with music. I knew I liked music. Or can't you draw? Well, I want to be a tattoo artist. So yeah, I'd be sketching.
Like you sketched a whole bunch of people's tattoos now.
Yeah. But that's not what I was doing. Like, that's not what the point. Like, so fashion was definitely like out of what I was seeing in the day to day. Like you said, because my cousin just said something about that. But I wasn't seeing ball gowns and haute couture fashion and all the stuff with the
it was all kind of
and
hip hop and
from day to day. So when I got online and saw that, like, what is this world? Like, so it is like a
that was your
different world,
inspiration.
like, you know, like, so I definitely understand what you mean by having something that's outside of the world that you don't see every day. So I never saw women in heels every day and high heels. So it was like a fantasy, especially once I was able to start making.
Listen, you see,
like, so I get to make these women almost like, you know, I get to make these ideas in my head. I want to put a slit on somebody and make it skin tight and I still make her feel like a confident woman.
If I ever decide to go ahead and get married, you'd be the one I have make my dress.
I hope so.
Seriously. Not that I'm not getting married. I'm not ready for that.
We're not gonna do that. Okay.
We're gonna go to commercial.
Yeah. No, we're not even gonna go commercial. We just not gonna go on that one. With that being said, honestly, I would say keep doing what you're doing, man. Cause I'm one out of a few that actually, when I looked at your last the last show that I seen you in, at the Villa Milano
mannequin.
Yeah, the mannequin.
Yes.
I actually went home and wrote 3 songs after that, bro.
Really?
Yeah, like Vert.
One of the songs that he's in, we played. You probably didn't know it was him, but he was on there.
Which one?
I wrote 245. 245 was right after that. And then I have one that nobody has heard, and I'm not gonna the title is it's in a dream world.
Well, I'm talking about the one that we just heard. The one not
are you talking about something new or Can't Breathe?
Can't Breathe.
So you went home after the fashion show and just
was writing, bro. Like, yeah, like it wasn't. It was a lot of people out of there.
I was like, dang, what happened? Is he mad?
She was like,
she was like, you mad? What are you mad about? We just
I know the show was long, but
no, it was just like out of those pieces, out of everyone's pieces, like I took inspiration from it. I told you, like, when I see something, it's inspirational.
You said you see colors.
Okay, yeah, like in my music, what I want people to be able to do is close their eyes and they can see colors.
Right.
Because a lot of people see like the sound, they just feel the frequency. I want you to actually close your eyes and hear, and then you see the colors when you're closing your eyes. Mm-hmm. A lot of people can't do that. And I think one of the things, or one of the reasons why I gravitated in the last season, because the last season was trash, but it was okay, of Empire, is when they formed and they brought art and music together.
True.
In that, and he actually seen color, and I was just like, get out of my head, because a lot of people can't do that.
He was just talking that saying, and I was like, dang, that's
they can't do that, and they can't separate the two. So with that, I don't want to separate them, because I know I have my art and I know I'm gifted in music. So I want to mold both of them to just throw them out and be like, close your eyes and just listen.
Yeah.
And in that song, it does say that in this dream world, I want you to close your eyes and just listen and see my colors.
I love that.
So
it was fire. It was fire. I'm a poet too, so
that sounds so good.
It was fire, bro.
So what were you going to say though when he was talking about that though? As far as it seemed like you just like, I know what you're like.
It was just sparking a lot. Like I get a lot when I talk to other artists and designers and even musicians, you know, because at the end of the day, it's all art and it's all self-expression. Even if it is for a customer, it is self-expression at the end of the day. And to hear where other people find inspirations at, it's inspiring. You get something from it. You get an experience. I never was one of the designers that, you know, went to a park and saw a bird and got inspired from the colors on a bird or from a trip. Like I used to get so confused, like listening to Burberry and Armani say like, oh, I was in Barcelona and I got this whole 60-piece collection. I'm like, what? But it actually feels like I was in a relationship and I was at a Park of Roses and I came up with a whole collection like of things based off of a summer of, you know, wanted to do like another thing. So, you know, you get inspirations, and when you hear other artists of how they got a song or a poem or based off of a feeling or whatever. Like
just the picture behind you. Just this picture behind you.
Did you take this?
No, I didn't. Oh. But just this picture, I spent like a whole 2 summers writing music. And while they were doing Kosai and everything over there, I was just sitting on that bay, like on the little stairs that they have, and just writing, dude, with music in the background. That is what I'm talking about, because I'm not just doing it for me. I'm doing it to show you what other avenues or different feelings that you can have when you look at your own city. Like when I was sitting there, I was just like, this is my city, but what does my city have to offer? What is it showing you? What is it giving you?
What do you feel like as an artist? Can you answer that? As
an artist, it's so many things that it can give you.
You just feel that way? How long have you been in your art?
Bro, I've been in this for about 6-7 years, and I took it serious. I would say once I got with my team, we've been close for about 6 years.
Right.
Before that, it was just like I dabbled. I always went down to the riverfront to write because I wrote poetry. Right. It's like, bro, why don't you just, like, you sing? Why don't you do your poetry and sing? I was like, I'm not one of those poets. And then it was like, just mold it to fitting your music. Right. And once that actually happened, they were just like, dude, like, you fire. And I was just like, no, I'm okay. I still am grooming myself. So it's never gotten to that point where I don't find inspiration in my city because I love it so much. And I love the people in it because it's like when I went down to Miami, it's like a melting pot. Here, it's like a melting pot of creation.
Yeah.
It's not just different cultures. It's different cultures with a different creation style.
Yeah.
And that's why I love Columbus so much. And that's why we both teamed up on this for a Spotlight of Columbus, because we see the passion that everyone has in this city.
I think it's a sleep town, and it's really nice. We have so much talent here, and that's what we're looking for. That's what we want people to see. We want them to come on the radio station when the TV show comes out. Whoop whoop. We want them on there. You better be on the show too.
Oh, TV show. You definitely gotta be on the show. I'm gonna have the radio. She gonna have the TV.
The last 3 minutes. The last 3 minutes, I want you to tell everybody how they can reach out to you, and we're going to have you on some things to really motivate. But I want you to tell them how they can reach out to you if they want to reach out to you about any kind of shows, your fashions, if they want to see what you have, buy what you have, be a part of what you're doing.
The best way to reach me, I am on Facebook, Jahi, Jahi. Instagram is Jahi by Akili, Jahi by Akili. Email Jahi by Akili at google.com.
You
Yeah.
on Twitter? You on Twitter?
Gmail.
Twitter? No.
You got to get on Twitter.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Listen. Yesterday.
It's not like a.
You just you have to do is
it's really not no more. It used to be for the connections. Now everybody is trollers.
Yeah.
There was a troller yesterday. I actually sang happy birthday to Brittany Renner. I sang I sang happy birthday to, you know who Brittany Renner is?
No.
Okay.
I probably know her face.
Yeah.
I'm also a boo person. Hey, boo.
No, but her name is Brittany Renner. It was her birthday yesterday. I sang happy birthday. Dude was like, how is he going to sing happy birthday to her and don't even sing happy birthday to his mom? I said, let's correct that. I added him with a video of me singing to my mom.
Because he did.
And I was like, thank you for the free promo, though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not, Twitter is not what it used to be anymore. It's about trollers now. Now, with me
haven't got any trollers yet.
That's because you ain't been really working on Twitter. I try not to do so much on Twitter now.
I like Facebook. I like
Instagram. I like Instagram. I love Instagram. Like,
I check emails.
Yep. I stay accurate. You know what I'm saying? I love
doing the Chandelier Gala at the end of the year. So
I can't
definitely
wait to
everybody
see
be on the lookout for.
I'm gonna be
that. There's gonna be a lot of amazing designers, so I can't wait to work with them and also see them this weekend at our event.
Definitely. So you definitely got to come back.
Yes.
You definitely got to come back and give us like some inspiration off of that. Please. Yeah, just offer what you learn. Or bring them in. Bring them in. We can have like a little summit on the radio station about it. Like, because I think with that environment, it is very cutthroat. Yeah, and it's very dog eat dog world. There's models that think the same way too, though.
Yeah, but when
Yeah.
It could be that though. It definitely can have that factor of being like a very tough industry. But you gotta be
around the right people.
Backbone, and you gotta be around the right people and have the right team.
So with that, we would want you, when you do that, let them know that they like, I do want y'all all to come in so we can talk about it, because a lot of people don't know. Right. Especially a lot of people that are on the outside of that. They want to know. They don't get the behind the scenes on what you guys think.
Right.
When you actually go through the inspiration of how you brought the art to Runway.
Right.
Like, and that's dope.
Okay. No, because we've gone past
this is it. That's why I said we need a part 2.
Yeah, we got.
That's why I said we need a part 2.
We definitely have to have a part 2. But I would like to thank everyone that has tuned in today, including family. Love all you guys. Thank you so much, Jerry. I see you're watching. You need to come up on the show. You need to let us know how you're feeling. Again, this is Spotlight of Columbus, WTMH Radio. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next Monday. Sunday morning.